Hey guys, man, y'all now tuning in to Talk A Lot TV, man. Today I'm bringing y'all a very special guest, man. I mean, man, been doing this for so long. Started around the same time, never could put the face toward the clothes or nothing, man. So man, I'm here with Lonzo, man, the CEO of Echelon, Upper Echelon Worldwide, man.
Yeah, that's right. So what's up, y'all? I'm Lonzo on the Upper Echelon World. And I'm here with Talk A Lot TV, man. We finna get into it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just crazy. Like we couldn't, I couldn't never put the face toward the designs and I be seeing people wearing it on Instagram. I'm like, bro, who do this? Like, I'm like, who do this? Like, who make this clothes? Because like Upper Echelon, I'm like, okay, he inspired by Travis Scott. He got to.
Yeah.
Because I think around that time Travis Scott was just coming back out with Astro World and stuff like that. I'm saying, like, he gotta be inspired by Travis Scott. But hey, man, I'm glad for us to finally link up and do the interview.
Yeah,
and you'll
man.
be like
I appreciate
my
you
first.
coming through too.
Oh, for sure, man. Look at you got the big ass stove, fam. Like, and you been my first interview since I left my office space. So it's just like,
Okay.
I know I put out the video saying I'm quitting and all that stuff, but hey, when someone be calling you, you just gotta keep going, man.
Facts. You got to keep going, man. And I appreciate you too, cause when I hit you up, but I was like, well, what's the location? You like, we're gonna pull up here and do it. I was like, oh yeah, that's a bit.
I know it took a long time for us to get the camera set up, but I'm just so used to
That's true.
Having my job already set up to hit play and stuff, but I'm getting back in that field, you feel me? So, but how you doing today, man?
So I'm doing good, man. I'm just trying to keep pushing.
Cause like from where you started into what you got right now, that you came a long way. Like, I know you got discouraged throughout the process of even starting your clothing brand, probably about people not buying how you want them to buy, how you think stuff will go blow up. But that's why I'm glad to have you here today, so you can actually like speak on it. Cause I never thought you like really talked on it of that. Cause I know you did the interview with 478 TV, but it was more, about the business wise. But then talk about the downs that come with trying to start your own brand. You know what I'm saying?
So I'll say the downs that come with starting your own brand.
We're gonna get into it.
Okay.
We gotta break it down. You feel me? We gotta break it down. So let's talk about your upbringing.
Okay. So as far as my upbringing, I grew up. I done lived on every side of town I'm making except for the east side and Lozella. Grew up in Unionville. Like most of my younger childhood, I grew up in Unionville. Then like more of my teenage childhood, I grew up in like kind of like on the south a little bit. Like I stayed over there, those houses across from Burger King on Pine Owner. I stayed in those houses like right across from over there.
Okay.
Kind of like the first couple of years I was in high school. Then I lived in Bloomfield. My last couple of years in high school. So I don't live on every side of town, man. Like growing up, like I was telling him, like I always been into fashion. So with starting my clothing brand, it kind of was something that kind of came natural to me. And I say before I started my clothing brand, I was customizing shoes because I always been in the shoes and clothes. Really, I've always just been in the drip. So. So that I say that played a big role in my upbringing and where I'm at now doing this. So
what you been on, coming up. But what is that I know you coming up from different parts of making, but what is that area that speak like talking about this is home, this is where I come from and this what made me?
I definitely say Unionville. Yeah, definitely Unionville. And really just making as a whole. Making as a whole, I feel like it made me like a lot of people they'll blow up and stuff and they might not claim making, but I feel like making is me. Like almost like, not saying that I'm putting like a seal on myself. 'Cause I know some people feel like you should leave your hometown at some point and but I just feel like making's home, making me. So
yeah. And so you say you always been into fashion, like, and what inspired that? Was it like your mother? Cause your mother, was it your dad? Was you?
Definitely, I say my mom, dad, and my grandma. Like, but definitely my grandma. Like I said, growing up, they always kind of been instilled in us to kind of Put on some good clothes. Have on some nice clothes and stuff. You know.
It kind of sound like you were the only child though.
So I was the only child up until I was like 7. So it's just me and my little brother. Then I got I got 2 brothers and sisters on my dad's side too. But I'm the oldest on both sides. So it kind of feel like, I ain't gonna say I don't feel like I'm the only child, but you know how when you the oldest on both sides, it kind of like, you still like you in a certain role that you don't feel like the only child, but it be kind of weird, especially when you and your brother and sister got a big age gap too.
Yeah.
So
you the oldest on both ends.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot of responsibility, like just from you. So you were the only child till you were 7?
Yep.
And then you had a sibling.
Yeah.
I know like there was like a not a breath of fresh air, because having like when you the only child, when you can get whatever you want, and then here comes somebody else in the picture. And you just said it was a girl, so it's over with. She finna get everything that you were getting, clothes, shoes, whatever she want.
Yeah, well, it's a boy, so it like.
Okay, the second was a boy.
Yeah, I do got a sister. She just turned 7 too, a couple days ago.
Okay.
But she on my dad's side. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So, but how was it though? Having that sibling, even though I know you were playing by yourself and you wanted, that companionship with someone. You probably had like cousins and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I was
that.
just going to say, some of my cousins, we just grew up close. Like me and my cousin Risha. Though I say Unionville is probably like out of every side of town I done lived on, Unionville kind of like one of the things. Me and my cousins, we used to go walk around the streets. Now I lived on Bailey, so we used to walk up down the street, go to Family Dollar. Sometimes we might walk to Unionville Gym. That was back in the day when people actually used to walk. Like, you feel me? Now people they'll walk, but they ain't walking like that.
Yeah, they ain't walking. not riding no bike. They walk to the store. They go DoorDash, Uber, something.
Yeah. Like just growing up, like we were just close knit, so they kind of were like my siblings too, like my cousins. So,
well, how it was to have your own individual, like have someone in the house with you though.
Them first couple years were aggravating because it's just an age gap, and then you kind of feel like they come in and taking the attention and stuff. But I feel like these later years with me and my brother, like we click. He pretty much part of my crew. He come up here. If y'all come in my store, y'all will see him here sometime. He come work. So he definitely have been a big help with my brand too.
So you growing up and you clothes and fashion always being a part of you. And when do you start finding your own originality when you come to dressing?
I'll say finding my own originality. I feel like that's something that I kind of just found these last like 3 years, really like the last year doing my clothing brand. I feel like when I was dressing up, like when I was in high school and putting on drip and stuff, I kind of want to wear what I feel like the rappers were wearing. Like I really didn't have my own sense of direction and style. I feel like these last couple years, even now, I'm still kind of shaping like what I feel like. Okay, this my style. Like I feel like that's one of the things that you really kind of shape when you get a little bit older, more in your adulthood.
Yeah,
because you start to become you kind of want to just really be yourself. I feel like when you in high school, you kind of wearing what everybody else wearing. But I mean, even now, still as an adult, you do kind of want to be on par with the times.
Yeah, with trends.
You want to be on par with the times, but yeah.
So was it anybody early on who you were looking at, like fashion wise?
Yeah, I definitely say like I said, Kanye. I read like when Migos dropped their debut album, I was into like they fits, really everything they were wearing. I was trying to put that on
Black
too.
and gold.
Yeah.
Versace, everything.
But I ain't gonna say Versace. I can't afford a designer, but I say but I say like just how they the type of fits that they were putting on. I used to try to want to, you feel me, boy, that same type of stuff too. So
what you like? So when they first dropped their project, you had to be like in middle school.
Now I ain't talking about the mixtape project. I'm talking about the Culture project.
Oh, Culture. So
that was like 2017, 2016-ish. When Bad and Bougie came out, 2016.
Uzi was all kind of like popping, so it had to be like, I say like 2016.
Yeah, like 2016. Yeah, even y'all Uzi. Playboy Cardi up until he kind of changed his style a little bit, though. Like all of them, and I say even like some people that ain't famous, just like people on Instagram, just seeing like influencers and stuff, and they type of style. Like, yeah, I kind of take inspiration from everywhere, like not just celebrities too. So, and then I kind of like just seeing people who just kind of step out the box and they don't be afraid to wear certain type of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I kind of been getting, like I said, like I had did a fashion show with Mercer. That was in December. But like the outfit I wore, I had on like a jean outfit. It had like a bunch of safety pins in it. But it was a hard fit. But like a couple years ago, I wouldn't have wore that. I would be like, nah, that people gonna be like, nigga got on like a whole bunch of pins in his clothes and stuff. But now I'd be like, I want to wear my own style. You feel me?
Do you feel like I also feel like back then to now, like clothes back, like a lot of stuff back then was a taboo.
Yeah, definitely.
Like a lot of stuff was taboo, and you couldn't really express yourself. You had to fit in with the crowd, or you would be labeled. Right now, this is that is acceptable. Being gay and stuff. But back then, they would pick on you heavy, be like, "Oh, you gay? You a faggot?
You weird?
Yeah,
Nigga weird.
I might
he
be
got on
saying
that
that word, but
but now people wearing all this stuff that they used to chastise. They wearing it now. Everybody want to kind of have like a weird alternate vibe. Like back then, it used to be like, nah, I don't want to fuck with them. They weird. But now it's like it kind of cool to kind of be like that now. So
yeah, and it kind of like it ain't kind of like, bro, you a hypocrite. Like,
yeah,
you feel me? Like, I feel like me personally, I always had that dark aesthetic about myself. Wearing all black, wearing this, wearing that. And then not everyone copying your whole style that you used to do in middle school and high school and stuff.
Facts.
Yeah.
See, with me, I was one of the ones trying to follow the crowd, and I ain't gonna wear that because they might say this and that. But like, that's why I say, like right now, these last like 2-3 years, that really helped me kind of come into my own sense of style. So.
Did you you in high school and you love, you get into fashion, right? You get into fashion. You ever got a job and try to put all your money into fashion?
I say my first like job, I was kind of like around fashion. I worked at Jimmy Jazz my senior year of high school. So I'll say that kind of helped me too on like understanding like where people gonna come into a clothing store or like a shoe store and what kind of vibe they want. But I'll say my phone. Say that again.
Yeah, zoned out.
Yeah.
But so do you feel like you working at Jimmy Jazz kind of like open your mind even more? Because back then Jimmy Jazz had a lot of alternate stuff, a lot of offensive stuff.
No, that's
no. You can lock that down. You get paranoid. I'm sorry. Appreciate it. Somebody.
My fault.
Oh, you good. And Jimmy Jazz had a lot of offensive clothing, alternative clothes, even though it really target towards a different type of audience and stuff. Did it kind of like open you up to like making your own clothing brand?
Yeah, but I say I kind of, it was more about the shoes. Like I said, I started like customizing shoes before I started my clothing brand.
Yeah.
So I feel like with clothing, I kind of got into the knack of actually designing, like graphic design and stuff, and that what kind of made me really feel like, okay, yeah, like this is my lane. Cause with customizing shoes, it's time consuming. And then it's kind of hard getting people that really just want custom shoes all the time too. A lot of people, they just want the classic shoes, really. So.
Oh, even myself, like I used to customize shoes as well. Used to go on, I don't know what the name of that app, what the name of that website. It like you can get the ice, all different type of colors. Start with an A.
Angelus. You talking about where you can get the paint from?
Yeah.
Angelus.
Yeah.
Angelus.
And that stuff was expensive.
Yeah, it was.
And like I used to practice on people because I wasn't. Did you airbrush or you brush?
So I used to do both. Sometimes I used to airbrush, cause I feel like when you airbrush, you don't actually see where you done painted over the coats. But then again, sometimes I used to have to paint. You used to have to kind of get certain corners and certain like areas that you weren't gonna be able to really airbrush. So like I said, it just a lot. It time consuming. You got to take the shoe up. You got to get the coat, the original coat off of. Like, it's just a lot for a little bit.
So with that, were you inspired by somebody? 'Cause I think we had one person that went major from doing that.
Somebody making.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I will say Antoine Hoskins. I think I'm saying his last name right. I definitely used to like get inspired by him. He like him, Elijah too.
Yeah, I think that's the person I was talking about.
Yeah, Elijah. All them boys. I'm trying to think of who else. It's somebody else making. CMD Styles. They he good people too. I used to get inspired by him and some of his custom stuff. I think that's everybody. I think custom shoes and making. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Who I kind of got some inspiration from with that too. So
and then like, and you know, did you have a lot of shoes when you were younger though?
Yeah, that was one of the things too that got me in the fashion street, where like wanting every pair of joints and shit that dropped. Like, but see now I done kind of grew out of that. I kind of like I said, my style kind of more like it's a little bit different than just wanting Jordans too. Like back then, like they actually had good releases too though. So like people,
I mean, right now it's OG. Like they bringing back the they're bringing back the Powder Blue 10. They're bringing back the what is the light the what is it 11s or is it 12s?
The Gamma Blue.
Yeah, they're bringing back Gammas, but it's the other one. So I would see I can.
You say it start with C?
Columbia's.
Oh,
they're bringing them back this year.
Talking about the Columbia 11s?
Yeah, they're bringing them back this year. It's so they can have my money. They can take it. But yeah, and then what you working at, Jimmy J, I know you were the plug. Why you want my plug though, bro? I need.
I ain't had that much to throw it in. I ain't had that much to throw it out. But I wasn't ever really nobody plug though, cause when I worked there, I had worked another job too at Kohl's. Cause like my senior year, I had got out of school early, so I only had like 6 classes. No, it's 7, but I only had 6, so I got out early. And then when I worked at Jimmy Jazz, the manager there at the time, Tiana, she used to let me kind of pick I kind of used to get to pick what days I want to come in. So it really was like a part-time type of job for me. And then I used to work at Kohl's really full-time. So yeah, I say like with Jimmy Jazz, I ain't had to kind of throw it out. To be plugged. So yeah.
So and then you working now, you just in the industry, basically. You in retail. You kind of know the business a little bit because you just there part-time. You just learning as you go. And you graduate in 2018. And you say you want to start a clothing brand when you was in high school, but you didn't because you was scared. You thought people really wanted to go buy.
Yeah, and I just my mindset wasn't set on like trying to invest some money and this sold out and restart. Like I was just living my life, working a job. You feel me? I wasn't like I wasn't gonna really. I don't feel like the person I was back then would have been focused on the business side like I am now. So,
but why you want to start right after you get out of high school though? Why you didn't start while you was in high school?
Well, see, I didn't start like right after I got out. I started in 2019, like really like the end of 2019 in October. So, but like I said, I had went into the shoes, customizing the shoes really when I first got out of high school because I just kind of was more inspired about to do that. But honestly, I think it's one of those things where you kind of finally give yourself the confidence, like you can do it, like start a clothing brand, like So like I said, I wanted to start in high school, but I just knew I wasn't gonna be focused on the business side. So
yeah,
when you become an adult and get in the real world, you gonna get focused,
But
so
was it also because of you going to college as well?
Yeah, that too. I say that too, because I had went to Middle Georgia, like my first my first year and a half for college. Then I kind of that didn't really go too well, and I ended up going to CGTC, and then that didn't really go well. And then like when I first got out of high school, I was working like I don't work in a lot of different places. When I first got out of high school, I was working at FedEx warehouse, and I hated it. Like the pay was low, the labor overwork you. You feel me? Then after that, I started working at the hospital. So like clothes were kind of wasn't even gonna be like my first like career, like the lane I was trying to go in. I actually was kind of go into the medical field, really. So during the time I was in school, I was doing physical therapy as my major. But then like I realized like the medical field wasn't really for me either. I worked at the medical center for like I think I worked out for about a year and a half, close to 2 years. Then after I left the medical center, I was working at CSL Plasma. I started out as a processing tech. Then I got trained to do phlebotomy. Then I had started doing like a phlebotomy class. And then one day I was just sitting there like what on why I'm around here?
Yeah. Nah, you worked at a lot of places.
Yeah. I don't work at a lot of places, but like I was saying, I was sitting in that class, I'm like why the fuck on here? And this was around the time too that I had previewed that stuff right there. That was like my first like major drop that kind of got people interested in my brand and stuff. So I know I had posted like the samples of it, and people were texting me every day like for. I was like, all right, I know when I drop this shit gonna make money. Like, so what I'm doing this shit for? So then when I dropped it, shit went crazy, and then I say like I still work though. I had work. I think I had work like 3 or 4 months after that still. And then once I seen that I was making like way more than what I was making working, I was like, I might as well do this full time. You feel me? Like,
yeah. That's weird because usually when people start something, they get a whole bunch of fake support. You be like, oh, when they drop it, oh, I'm gonna buy that. I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah. See, now I got to reverse back. See, I done made a long story short. So that let me reverse back. When I first started my clothing line, like my first pieces that I dropped, they were weak. I ain't gonna lie, they were weak, and nobody really bought them. There was like 4 different designs. There were 4 different shirt designs. I had used Printful to get them made. Like they weren't really. Now I think I might still have some now. If I do an event or something, I'm gonna give them away free. And then I say after that, I had did like another drop in 2020. Like the end of 20. No, like the summer of 2020. I had did like some women tops. I had did like a couple shirts for the men. I did some jeans that I had used my heat press and stuff to make that stuff. So it did a little good. But it wasn't then like they kind of helped prepare my brand for real. So then when I started doing like the rhinestone hoodies, that kind of became popular like towards the end of 2020, 2021. People were like they were like into the custom stuff, the stack jeans and all that stuff. So I started trying to make that kind of stuff. Then I noticed my brand picking up. But like I'm telling you, with those pieces right there on those summer sets, that was like the first thing that kind of just got people engaged. So
I feel like I seen your brand heavily on Bella.
You said Belly?
Bella.
Oh, to Bella, yeah. She's somebody else that she done bought almost everything I done dropped. Like, definitely one of my biggest supporters. So shout out to you. I appreciate you too, Bella.
Like, I was seeing your clothes on her heavily. I'm like, what is this brand? Same thing. Because like with her, like she very fashion inclined as well.
Yeah, she is.
And she do every fucking thing under the sun. She rap, she do videos.
She just dropped her clothing brand too.
She did?
Yeah, she just dropped the brand
I don't
too.
be seeing her like that no more.
Yeah, I gotta get some pieces from her. Gotta get some pieces from her. Yeah. She just dropped her brand too.
So like, and you saying the female wear really got people eyes on you?
No, not the female wear. I was saying like in like 2020, I had dropped like some female wear, and then I had dropped like some men t-shirts and like some jeans to go with them and stuff. And that was like something that people kind of bought, but it still wasn't one of them things that kind of just blew my brand up. When I dropped those short sales right out, like that I was telling you about, I previewed the sample. People were texting me every day. When I dropped them, like that what really got people paying attention. And then from on then, I just stayed consistent as far like what I was dropping. I had just got it in lace era at the store. like towards the end of 2021. Then I had gotten into another store in Warner Robins. Like everything was just kind of going up. Like
So, but why did that draw people to that though? Like, what was it something that was trending around that time, or people just organically drew to it?
I think it was some trending around that time. But even still, right now, like they still like my best selling shorts and shirts. So like, it done had a lot of longevity too. But that definitely was something that was trending around that time, like the kind of shorts. People was into like the reflective type of shirts and stuff. Like it kind of got the reflective stuff on it. So like, that done became like a classic for my brand. So
okay. So yeah, I can see that. Reflective stuff was popping for a long time. Then you get the fives. Yeah, Jordan fives, and they got
Yeah, that was popular around that time. So I think that probably what it was. And then it was just hard. They probably like the first like hard thing I feel like I dropped for real. So
was it dang, what I about to say? So after that went crazy, people buying it, you're constantly buying it, and you realize you're making more money selling your own merch instead of working a 9 to 5. What decision did you make out of that? Did you quit and be like, no, I'm gonna focus on my dream 100% and give it my all?
So like I said, I would like even after that stuff blew up, I still was working like part-time for like 3 or 4 months. And then after that, I kind of got to a point, it probably like November-ish. I had got in there some store like DA shop with Lace Arrow, another store in Warner Robins. And so I was like, I'm like, at that point, I might as well just do my brand full time. People were texting me while I was at work.
Yeah.
Like I used to have some people come pull up on me at work. I used to try to hurry up and sneak out the back door to brand clothes.
Like get out your trunk.
Yeah, so then I just kind of got to the point. I was like, you know what? It's time to go. Then it was just a lot going on at the job too. Like that I got tired of for like management and stuff. So I was like, hey, it's time to do my own thing. And then like doing that kind of was something I always want to do, like do my business full time.
Yeah. But and you say you lease it out, not lease it out, but how do that work when you have your clothes at other people establishment? Because do they buy your clothes and like at a discount price and they sell them there, or how do that work?
So some people do it that way, but the way I always did it, they just get a percentage of the sale. They may get like anywhere from like maybe like 15 to 30%. It just depends on what their consignment numbers is. But I say for me, I always have did it like that. I know some people do it where they'll sell their stuff at a discounted rate and then they kind of let them just sell it.
Yeah,
like that. I know some people do that too.
But with the business, with business, some people be snakes.
Yeah.
And some people be trying to cheat you and don't. Cause like how can you? So you had to pop up at their store every like week or something like that to see if it got bought, or how would you able to track that your clothes got bought at another location?
So what I did, like anytime I brought clothes, I always had like a list of what I brought. So anytime we had any discrepancy, like, oh wait, no, I brought this and that, I just kind of used to keep up with it. I used to have them send me what size and what color sold and all that stuff. So I feel like when everybody on the same page and everybody communicating the right way about what's going on and what's selling, it'd be kind of easy to, you feel me, stay on the right track.
Yeah.
So
nobody ever tried to do no sneaky stuff behind the scene, but like, oh, such that I discounted this how much money I supposed to be getting.
No, I ain't had it happen. I will say, like when one of the locations I was in Warner Robins, like it would be times where stuff might have came up missing, but I say like the guy that owned it, he always had like made sure I was straight and paid me and stuff. I think sometimes people have people that's in their team that be doing certain stuff, so it kind of be like one of them things too.
Yeah.
Your team important because sometimes you could be a good person and run your business good, but if you got people on your team that be doing certain type of stuff, it kind of
make you look bad.
Yeah. So
gotcha. So and that giving you also people seeing your stuff. Like we just had somebody come in here and just like, oh, your stuff be such.
Yeah. See, he recognized my logo.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that hard. And then just seeing you like Yeah. Happy, happy because somebody noticed your brand. You feel me?
Yeah.
And usually when people get like a notoriety, they have some type of ego about themselves.
Yeah.
Definitely from where we at and down here in Macon, anybody with like a name, they change. You know what I'm saying? And just seeing you just like this on random dude to come down the street, all happy, it shows. To me, it seems like you is very proud of what you do and down to earth.
Yeah, cause like I feel like I ain't never like feel like my head was too big. Even opening my store, like I just ain't never really just had a big head. I still feel like it's so much that I need to be doing and gotta do, and like it's really a long way to go. A lot of people they'll come in here and see, they be like, "Well, you really doing it," but with me, I feel like it's still a long way to go.
Yeah.
Like I ain't peaked at all yet. To me, like I done hit certain peaks, but I ain't peaked. Like if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like,
Now that make a
and
lot
I
of sense.
think not feeling like you done peaked already, that's one of the things that gonna keep you going too. Like a lot of people will feel like they peaked and then they kind of start getting stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like not feeling like you done peaked, that's one of the things that gonna keep you going.
But would you already had like a outbreak moment within your community? Was it like a downtime though? Like when nothing was selling and like nothing was selling, people saying they're gonna hit you up, they say they're gonna pay for some stuff. I'm talking about after the whole reflective stuff and your best sellers and stuff. I'm talking about after.
So I'll say I don't think it ever just been like cause like I said, I've been doing my business full time since the end of 2021. So I ain't never had like a full month where nobody didn't buy nothing. But I definitely have had like some slow times. Like, and it's easy when you're an entrepreneur like full time, bro. It's so easy to get discouraged when stuff gets slow. Cause like I done had like some slow periods, and I'm like real life felt like shit, it might be time for me to go back to work. Like it really do be like that. That's why I say if you're gonna do your business full time, you definitely need to make sure you got your money right before you leave a full time job. Make sure your money right. And like I said, entrepreneurship is rewarding and stuff like that. But when you work a job, a lot of people like I hate entrepreneurs that kind of put down people that work a job or people that work a 9 to 5. Cause if you think about it, the person with a 9 to 5 and a job, their income is actually a little bit more stable than the entrepreneur. Cause shit can go wrong anytime with entrepreneurship. Like you'll be in a bad spot. Like, and then you got those slow periods too. Where people just really ain't buying clothes. They might not be buying clothes like that.
Yeah.
So I'll say, definitely if anybody trying to go full time, like make sure you got your money right before you make that big leap.
And during COVID, do you feel like, that was like around 2021, right? Like COVID. And you said that was your pickup time. And that when you started working on your clothes full time. How was that? Was people still buying clothes around that time?
Yeah, like, and it crazy because I feel like people sleep with buying clothes more during like the COVID period or like going out of COVID period. And then a lot of people wanted like their custom stuff, like the stack jeans before like manufacturers actually learned how to do them. Like a lot of people was sewing and doing it themselves. Like or they were heat pressing. Like I was doing like the heat pressing stuff with the rhinestones. Like a lot of people wanted like the homemade custom type of clothes. And then I say like towards the end of 2021, like when I dropped that stuff, people wanted more like the manufactured, good quality type of clothes versus like the over the top custom stuff.
Was that aggravating though? Like, cause like you said, custom made, that means they want something critique. They want something different than what
like,
everybody else got.
Yeah, like something with like paint splatters. Or they wanted something with like the rhinestones mixed with paint splatters. Like they just wanted like more like the homemade type of like the homemade. Like I know if you see like certain streetwear brands, you got some brands that kind of do like strictly the custom homemade type of vibe with their clothes, and then you got some people that they gonna design like me. I design, and I'm gonna send it to a manufacturer and let them make it, because really when you go into a manufacturer and they making you like that certain type of quality of clothing, they have more longevity and versus like the custom stuff with the custom paint splatters and the heat pressing and all this stuff. That stuff don't really have it don't have a certain type of longevity that good quality clothes have. So.
So I was just about to get into that, and why did you branch off and start having other people do it? Was it because you get a large demand in clothes, or you just, hit a lick and got lucky and found the right person, to do it for you?
I say a little bit of both, but like right now with my brand, I got almost like 10 manufacturers. I'm always open to working with different manufacturers and new manufacturers, but I say like the main reason I want to get somebody else to do it because I just like good quality clothing. Like when you got somebody else doing it and they cutting and sewing and they teaching you about like fabrics and like the nylon fabrics and the cotton fabrics, the French terry, like cotton fleece, like you get educated too on the business, like as far as the apparel side, knowing the fabrics, and then like it just kind of take that stress off of you because like I said, it's time consuming sitting there customizing and making stuff yourself.
Yeah.
And then like you got people, you gonna want to charge people for your labor and all that. Like then you gonna want to charge for the actual product. You got to buy the supplies. Like paying a manufacturer, it kind of take away all that. Like you feel me? You get the product, you sell it. Make sure you check it, make sure quality.
Yeah.
Make sure everything right. And it kind of make it more of a breeze.
So, but is it more money though? Like, is it cheaper for you to make it or for them to make it?
I would say, I feel like depending on what you get and how many pieces you get, it's definitely way cheaper to get them to make it. But if you ain't getting like a lot of pieces, like with manufacturing overseas, like you gotta be getting a lot. When you're getting a lot of pieces, a lot of times they're gonna go down per each. Like Pakistan and China and stuff, they ain't gonna charge you a whole lot per each if you're getting a lot made. But if you're getting like a small quantity made, they do charge a lot. But I feel like when you making stuff yourself, it'd be a lot anyway because you gotta buy the supplies, you gotta buy the material, you gotta buy the fabrics, you gotta sit down and make it, and like it just a lot. But I think it just depends on what works for you. Cause I know some people who do like custom made order type of products, and they killing it, like So I think it just all depends on like what kind of direction you trying to take your brand into.
Yeah. So and with with you having other people make it, you can focus more on the marketing.
Facts.
And marketing is the main thing. Like, if you got terrible marketing, you ain't going nowhere.
Facts.
Like nobody buying that thing. I don't want to slide that in.
Don't facts. Like marketing play a big role. You can have the best product in the world, but if the marketing ain't good, you're gonna fall flat. And I can even say that too, cause like I'm still learning and trying new ways to market my brand. Cause like with the streetwear industry, it changed on how people market their brand. Like the last two years, I feel like a lot of people been doing more like the reels. Or they might post a video in their outfits. They posting like different cuts or somebody else may be in their outfit. Like right now, people want video content versus like when I first started, people just wanted a nice still shot picture. They want to see the clothes. They might want to just see it on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, so it changed like on how you market a product with the streetwear industry. I feel like it do kind of change over the years. But I feel like you got to just know and stay in tune with what's going to get people engaged.
Yeah.
So.
And were you able, could you start early on podcasting, TikTok, none of that stuff was like, very known and very out there. And from the very beginning, you've been taking good quality, high quality pictures for your, your product. Was you able to, evolve into that era of, reels and?
Yeah, and I say like having my store have definitely helped me kind of get into like making actual video content. Cause I feel like before then I'll be good with like setting up a photo shoot, or I might record like a little video content here and there. But like TikTok, it make it such a breeze, like editing videos and stuff too. Like I hope they don't end up banning it out, but but like apps like TikTok and stuff, like it's a breeze helping people get into that transition. If you a brand owner, any kind of brand owner, and you ain't got into like video content yet, I say get on TikTok, kind of play around with it. You feel me, and just kind of learn how to work it. But they really do kind of do editing for you, depending on what kind of videos you're trying to make. So, like I said, they definitely have helped with the transition.
Do you feel like it helped your brand any type of way though?
Definitely. Cause like people with the video content, people like to see how it gonna look on somebody else. So when they get to see somebody actually with the actual outfit on, it's like, okay, they gonna be quicker to buy. Cause they're like, okay, the shirt, it might fit oversized, or it probably got like the slim fit type of fit, or like versus like back in the Gap when I first started shoot, a lot of people we just put the clothes on the floor. We might do we about to do a photo shoot too, and they get to see how it is on somebody. But like a lot of people do just take a picture of it on the floor and shoot. People will buy it, like, but then you got the issues where they like, well, it kind of fit. It might fit. It fit too big. It fit too tight. So they can't really get the gist of how it gonna look on them if they don't actually see it on somebody.
Yeah. So it get into the scam of the business. You know what I'm saying? You know, everyone in their grandma have a clothing brand.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do the pre-order method. And it's just like a lot of people do it and a lot of people don't get their money. So like, can you like touch on that? Because you know, you've been have your own brand and never really did the have you did it?
So you know what crazy? I got some those flare pants that I was saying I'm finna get ready to drop at the end of this month. I'm doing pre-orders on those right now too.
Really?
Like this is my first ever time trying out pre-orders. So I feel like it been going okay. Definitely could be better. I think a lot of my customers, they kind of like, well, I'll just go to the store when he get here. So, but like, I feel like with the pre-order method versus like having the actual clothes on hand, I ain't gonna lie, the pre-order method good because like, let's say you do a pre-order and it actually go good, you done pretty much made your profit and your money to restock and all that up front versus buying the clothes and hoping that they sell. You know, when you buy it on hand, you gotta get out there and push that shit.
Yeah.
Versus with pre-orders, you know, you kind of get to see what the demand gonna be and what you feel me, how many people gonna buy and what they like and stuff. So I feel like both methods good, but I do feel like if you're gonna be a brand that you gonna do pop-up shops and you want to have your clothes right then and there, you trying to sell to people every day, you need to have it on hand. But I think both methods can be good. And I do think the pre-order method can be good for a person that starting out and they, like let's say you somebody who you kind of got like a little influence. You got some people that fuck with you. You can get like 20, 30 people and you pre-order on a shirt and they buy it. Hey, you know what I say? I think both methods work.
But you know, people impatient.
Yeah.
Like we talked about the whole, TikTok and, long form, short form content. People want their stuff there. I'm that way.
Me too.
I don't I hardly order anything because I don't know if they put on my fucking, my porch to get stolen. People at the goddamn Fed might, bullshit around, like give my shit. So I don't order shit at all. I be hating that. I be like, damn, I want this, but I can't wait.
I like order stuff, but I don't think I ever pre-order anything. Like, but it'd be like pre-order now. Like, I don't think I ever pre-order anything. But I say like with pre-orders, you gotta be upfront and you gotta communicate and let people know, okay, it's gonna be this amount of time before you get it. Like, if you upfront with the communication and you ain't leaving people hanging, like that still can go well for you. Like you just gotta communicate with the customers.
Yeah.
And just be upfront.
Cause even one of your friends right now, he having that issue. Like, he did a pre-order of the denim pants, denim jackets. And right now, with y'all getting stuff for overseas, they might be playing with you, playing with, you probably done at this time and I already gave you the money and stuff like that. Like, that's what I'm saying with the pre-order method. Sometimes it might not even be you. It might be them over there.
Yep. And sometimes it is manufacturing too. It is manufacturing sometimes too. But I feel like that's why I say it's one of those things where you gotta really communicate with your customers about what's going on, even though down to the manufacturing process. Like you got to communicate if you're gonna do pre-orders on really anything. Like with my pre-orders, I had like a whole description of like how it fit, the type of fabric, how long they're gonna have to wait. And even like if a situation do come up and I do a pre-order and there's something going on in manufacturing, I think the best thing to do is just give people their money back. Like, You just gotta as a business owner, you gotta know how to handle the store.
But
and you gotta know how to deal
I
with it.
thought if you go through Shopify and third party companies, they hold your money there. That's what I heard with the method. They hold your money and people start trying to get their money back.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, and then if they file a charge back and Shopify see where you ain't shipped it or nothing yet, or it ain't in transit, then they gonna side with the customer. So yeah, that's definitely true too with that with Shopify, because I use Shopify as well.
You do?
So yeah, I've been using Shopify since I started. I think they the best e-commerce platform for any business on. Like, it don't matter what you say, unless you do hair or something like that, and you want a booking site, then you use something else. But if you selling a product, then Shopify, they the best route to go.
Oh, okay. And just talk about you getting the store. How was that process of you actually getting your place of business? How was the process? Because I know was it hard? Because you said you got your LLC stuff kind of later on.
Nah, I had got I didn't get it when I first started, but I got my LLC probably a year and a half after I started. So, but getting a building on like the whole last year, I kind of was looking for buildings, looking at buildings, the year to tell you the whole last year I was I really want to open the store and then I realized I was ordering so much merch then it was selling and I was making a profit and stuff, but I still I used to have a bunch of overstock just from when I just used to want to order a lot. So that was another reason why I had wanted to open the store. But the whole process, I say it was a smooth process. I put in the application for the building. Well, it's crazy because I really wanted the building next door. At first, the rent was cheaper, but then I realized that it wasn't really fit for a retail store. So then I say also, see, I'm all over the place now. I'm finna bring it what inspired me to open the store. But I say I went to Miami last summer and went to Miami Design District, went to Erica Manuel store, gallery department, and just seeing how they stores was and how they kind of was able to just kind of put their stuff out there. And when you actually kind of get, how you'll go on their website and you feel the vibe, but when you go in the store, you kind of, oh shit,
yeah, I actually want to buy some.
Yeah. So that was another thing that kind of inspired me to open the store, just on how I wanted. I designed exactly how I wanted the store and everything. Just seeing how they had their stores and being on Pinterest a lot. That was something else that kind of helped me figure out how I wanted the store and getting the building.
Was there a lot with they talking about credit? They talking about
yeah, that's what I was just finna get into. So with getting a building, that whole process, your credit is what's gonna really matter. But the main thing is they want to just really see, can you pay for the building? My credit, it ain't bad, but it ain't the best either. But I think the main thing that they were okay, when I told them I can pay y'all the security deposit and the first month's rent, you feel me? When they feel okay, oh, he really trying to pay for it, that's when they gonna approve you. But credit do play a big role. Credit play a role in that. And then also, having a good leasing agent too. That's another thing. I went through Caldwell and Banker. How you say that? Caldwell and Banker. It's one y'all know. Y'all see. We see those signs all the time and make.
So how would you? Because that thing too, how would you able to show them that you can bring in revenue?
Well, they also did ask for my website. They asked for my LLC. I think they just really wanted to see that, okay,
you're legit.
Yeah, this is a legit brand. Cause I said, these buildings, they had just redid this whole block. So I think the main thing they were trying to downtown, I think downtown kind of strict as far as what type of business. When I told them I had a clothing brand, they were well, we got to make sure you ain't, they ain't gonna put you next to somebody else who got a clothing store. Cause they feel
too competitive.
Yeah, they ain't gonna put you right next to somebody. So they had to make sure.
That don't make no sense when they got a whole mall, they got shoes,
yeah,
clothes.
That's how I feel. But I feel it kind of do make sense because let's say we got another streetwear store next to me, it kind of it's
I'm saying, if you right next to 6 Ave, they're helping each other.
Yeah. Traffic wise, it do help. Traffic wise,
Yeah,
it do help.
because like they
Traffic wise.
probably look for shoes. They probably come in and get some drip from you. They were like, yeah, I might need some shoes to go with them motherfuckers.
But I feel like it also can hurt business too, because if people in another store and they buying their stuff more, it kind of like maybe the other stuff might not get as much business too. So I think it just depends on what you got in your store, the variety you got in your store, and really like if what your competitor got too. Because at the end of the day, even when you ain't in competition with people, y'all, it's a business, so it's still competitive. And then clothes, like I said, clothes saturated, so I can understand why they don't put people who got like the same exact type of business next to each other.
So like, who are some of the people that you want to collab with? As in, let's go local first. Who are someone that you want to put your logo right next to?
It's a couple brands. Definitely Bamily. I'll say Measy. He actually got pieces here now.
Yeah, that belt going everywhere.
Yeah, them belts go hard. Them belts go hard. I say him. Shoot, really every brand. Rich Life. I want to mind collabing with him. Shoot, who else? It's a lot of brands. I like Lou Cree. I think I'm pronouncing it right. I wouldn't mind collabing with him. It's a lot of brands. Overspill, Paradigm. I like all of them. I wouldn't mind collabing with them as long as it's something that gonna make sense and it's gonna be something that, you feel me, a product we can actually sell for real and people like. Cause I think a lot of times with clothing brand, we be like, we need to collab, but I do feel like it gotta be a product too that gonna make sense for both of us.
Yeah. And you go big. What does it say? Like, if you had to pick one, we're gonna do, cause so many brands out there. When you had to pick one, what brand would you are willing to collaborate with and have no problems?
Yeah. So you talking about like the brands on a more bigger scale, like
global.
I'll say I definitely went with my collabing with Hellstar. I just like the creativity they kind of put behind their graphic shirt. Like that, I be on that same type of wavelength with the creativity. So you definitely do. That just one. Another one.
Man, give me two more.
Shoot, definitely. Gallery department. I think they creative.
Really?
Yeah, I think they creative too. I done seen some creative stuff right now.
I don't see it. I don't think it is drift store clothes and they just throw shit on it.
That's true now. That is true.
For a high ass price.
Yeah. I agree with that. I do agree with that too. But like I done seen like some custom stuff from them. That I'd be like, yeah. And then I feel like with how they make their stuff with the most simple vibe too, it'd be more of a vibe too that you can kind of just wear it with a lot of stuff. I feel like when you have too much going on clothes, it kind of water it down. Like, and I know those people kind of more to the simple vibe. Like, so that's why I said I wouldn't mind collabing with them on something that's kind of more like on the simple vibe, but still like fire and custom. Yeah, like I seen like a custom gallery department hat with the jean patch. I think I seen Kodak Black with it on in the video. I was like, this shit tough. Like, so yeah, I wouldn't mind collabing with them. And I'm trying to think of a lot of brands. I think them like the main two. I'll go all day saying what brands I collab with.
You want to collab with Nike?
I would collab with Nike too. I would. Well, Balenciaga, definitely Rick Owens. It's crazy because like a pair of the jeans that I made to go with the racer jacket, I was inspired by Rick Owens pants. Like they had like the long zipper going all the way up on the pants. And I kind of got inspired by that and made my pants kind of similar. They ain't got the zipper going all the way up, but they kind of going like up real far on the pants. So I say definitely on Rick Owens. Definitely Rick Owens. Balenciaga, I don't feel like we on the same wavelength for like the type of clothes they put out. Like Balenciaga might make a big like trash bag type outfit, and they ain't really my style.
Do they? They oversized.
Yeah, they make all the crazy shit that it ain't your everyday wear. It ain't something people want to wear every day, but it be fine. But it ain't like it ain't an everyday outfit.
Yeah.
So it kind of like I don't really see why I fit with Balenciaga.
And you know what? I never asked you like, what will you call your style of clothing? Because I see, I be seeing your pieces. I don't see you as really like I see you more like high end, but it's not really like it's streetwear. I see the streetwear in it, but you're just a little more higher end though. Like,
I don't know. I feel like I'm still in like that streetwear lane,
and
but
your clothes pop. You
yeah,
got bright colors.
yeah. I like colors too. Like I ain't never like just been stuck in like. 'Cause I know some brands kind of like they like to do like the neutral colors. They like to go like the black, the cream, the white, and ain't nothing wrong with that either. Because I actually been trying to make more neutral colors.
Yeah.
Cause I do feel like my brand it is real colorful. I know some people be kind of more neutral colors too.
Yeah.
So I have been trying to make more colors like that. But I feel like if I like I always kind of like been in the colors and the color schemes, and then as far as like the type of pieces I be making, I got some high end pieces here and there. But most of my stuff is like your more everyday stuff. So I'm trying to kind of get back. I feel like I ain't really had too many high end pieces, so that's something else I'm trying to work on this year, like getting out more high end pieces.
That jacket.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, I'm definitely doing some more colors too at the end of the year.
well,
So.
that jacket. Like when I see people with it, I'm like, God damn, this shit looks so good. Why you don't show love to the big niggas, man?
Now I actually do like I got a lot of like 2X, 3X clothes in here. Now I say like the jackets. I went up to a 2X center, but I know when I do the redrop because of how they fitted on everybody, I'm gonna have to go up to like a 4X just because of how they ran. But like as far like my more everyday stuff, like the shirts and shorts, I got a lot of like 2X, 3X clothes, like
Why you don't
hoodies.
put it up here?
Nah, they up. Yeah, they up.
I might have to come here and ball out. I see it. I see
Like
it.
most of the shorts that's left on their table, they like 2X and 3X and like.
I might need to. How much you want to see the price tag? Like,
I got some stuff. And that's another thing with my pricing. Like, but those shirts right now, they 35, and the shorts they go with them, they just 45. So like, I got like some stuff in here, it price a little higher. And I got some stuff in here. Like I wanted my store to be that store that everybody can come in and they can get something. Like I'm right here by the hospital, so like a lot of women like. Not even just women.
do you have people come in on their break?
Yeah, I was just finna say that. Like, I had some people this week that came in on their breaking balls and stuff. Like, they might pick up that shirt right out because they see, it's $35. I'm gonna support him right quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I want to have my prices where everybody can come in here and find something they want to buy. Like, I ain't ever want my store to be one of them things where people come in and get priced out.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, that's a big thing. People be through the roof.
Yeah. Like I said, I got stuff in here. It ain't really hard, and I got some stuff in here that is wow, it just depends on what you coming in here to look for. But like I say, everything quality, even my stuff that don't cost a lot. Like I said, I just don't want people to come in and then they feel priced out. So
what is your future plans for your brand?
So I say I definitely want to expand and open up stores in like different cities and states. And then I think the next thing I want to do, like I said, I want to put out more high end pieces and just kind of keep that streak going. Like, cause I feel like the high end pieces we're gonna kind of really take you out of, like take you to the next level. I feel like when you do the everyday thing, you want to have your everyday pieces, but also I feel like the everyday pieces they kind of keep you stuck in a certain lane.
They're just like. A lot of clothing brands are bigger than Nike, and they're everyday, type of wear.
Facts. They're true too. And like Nike, they more like the everyday wear, and they one of like the biggest brands in the world. So I say like for me, I do like design and high end pieces too. Like, and I feel like when you wear a high end piece, it kind of like it one of the things when you put it on, your confidence kind of hit different. Like, when I put on one of those jackets versus like one of the little hoodies, you kind of like your confidence hit different with it. Like the high end fit on, and especially depending on where you going. So I say I definitely want to put out more high end pieces. I definitely want to expand and open up some more stores. But like I said, I've been learning a lot since I opened my store. So it's been like a good it's good learning experience. So like when I get ready to open up my next store, you feel
You
me? I
already
kind
know.
of like I have certain like the certain process and systems I'll be able to kind of have in play before I open up another store. But they like definitely one of the main goals for my brand. I say more photo shoots, more video content. It's a lot, like working on it, trying to do for my brand. So
Yeah.
y'all just stay tuned. Y'all stay tapped in, stay in touch, man. And I just hope y'all come along for the journey with me for my brand. So
And do you want to thank anybody that been with you through the journey, always gave you motivation, like, 'cause it's hard. Like you need motivation to keep going. This is your time to thank them and, give them your token or appreciation.
so I definitely say my family, my mom, shout out to you, my grandma, and I say definitely Diaz, who he owned Shoe Store Lace Arrow down here. He was one of the first people to put my stuff in stores and stuff like that. So he always give me like motivating and encouraging words with bids and stuff. And it's just good having people like him around. I say definitely my guys at Sit Style, Michael, Jared, Marquise, Tyler, all them real supportive, give encouraging words and motivation. Who else? It's a lot of people. Craig Jolly. He on One Stop. He on One Stop Shop. That it's a shoe store in Galleria Mall in Warner Robins. He done gave me like a lot of good motivation and support and encouraging words. Who else? It's a lot of people. It's a lot of people. Who else? Sean Quainer. He done gave me some good business advice before too. Who else?
So like you got a big support system. Man.
Yeah. I was finna say as far as like people who really kind of like got eyes on my stuff too, to like, oh shit, like where you got it from? I say O'Shea, him, Snoop. Like they done brought me a lot of customers and support too. Shoot. B-Roll, he been real supportive. He done got some eyes on my stuff too.
After that, man, you just say, hey, thank the whole making.
Yeah. Everybody that been supporting, like showing love and brought me customers, and sent people my way. Like, shout out to all of y'all, man. Anybody that gave me any encouraging words, anybody, even if you ain't never bought that from me, like you just shared or like the post, I appreciate it too. Like, I appreciate it. And any support is support. So I appreciate it.
So, man, give them people your social so they know where to follow you, where to buy clothes, where to just to drop a like and say, I fuck with you. Just drop.
So my personal Instagram is at Upper Echelon _hen. So that's a lot to spell out, but I'm gonna spell it anyway. So that's at UPPERECHELON _HEN, and then Upper Echelon World, the world spelled without the O. That's the business page. That's where you'll see more like the Upper Echelon content, the store content, and all that stuff. And then if you want to just come in the store and shop, my address 839 Forsyth Street. I'm right here by the hospital on this street. It right back here behind the Dunkin' Donuts and Subway that's connected. When you ride past, you'll see my logo. And so, hey, y'all always welcome to come in and stop by. Even if you ain't buying anything and you just want to come in right quick and chop it, you good too. Hey, so so yeah, man, y'all pull up on me. Y'all tap in. My website is on www.upperechelonworld.com. Like I said, the world spelled without the O. And what else? As far as my store hours, I'm open Monday through Friday from 12 to 7. On Saturdays, I'm open at 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then on Sundays hours can vary. Some Sundays I do appointment only, then some Sundays I open from 12 to 6. So hours vary on Sundays, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah.
I praise the Lord.
Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all, I appreciate you too. You Talk A-LOT-TV for interviewing with me and stuff.
I appreciate you, bro.
Y'all tune in, man. Hey, a lot of gems will drop.
Yeah, for sure. So, man, I appreciate you for having us here at your your establishment, man, beautiful store. You know, I wanted it, you know, I was finna get it type shit, but you beat me to the punch. And man, I'm just grateful that you are genuine, bro. Like, you know, really love what you do and not just trying to do it for the fame, you know.
Facts. Or for a quick buck.
Yeah.
Facts.
So with that, man, hey man, we finna get close this thing out.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say for real. But everyone that watched this interview, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, and subscribe, man. And with that, man, we got peace.